And we're back. What's up, everybody? Benja Welldone coming at you live on this beautiful corona-free day. Today is Friday, August the 12th at 5:29 in the morning. How are you doing? So, I feel freaking awesome. I feel so amazing. What makes me at my core is being a warrior, being an artist. I'm an Army veteran, and I'm a comedian, practitioner of other things, but regardless. Yesterday I worked on my comedy writing for probably maybe 4 hours, and I was beyond happy. And the thing is, it's not like when you're doing something that you love, okay? Take this part of the cycle of the comedy creation cycle between saying it on stage to coming up with new material and stuff like that, and editing and whatever. When I'm in my own element, I'm about to go train jiu-jitsu right now, but anyway, there is nothing more that makes me happy, because it's who I am. It's who I am at my core. So when I was coming up with all these ideas yesterday and editing and stuff like that, the whole learning process of something that you love, that I love, for example, I feel like that's how you know you're not just truly happy, but you also you're doing what you're supposed to be doing, what you should be doing, and that's something that I said before about the truth setting you free, essentially. Because imagine as if where you would be right now if every decision you ever made was the correct decision to get you on that path of truth, that path of true happiness, that path of true self. You know what I'm saying? If you didn't, you can always do it now. Okay, it's not ever too late, and it's always the moment's always now. Let me fix this camera a little bit. It's a little bit better. I was kind of off a little bit, but anyway. So I'm just so happy and so motivated. I got such a great night's rest, and I'm just ready to do such big things. All this material that I have, all the jiu-jitsu, all the studying and everything, the whole cycle from learning to applying it to reflecting on it. I mean, there's like a whole stage. There's like a whole cycle of, essentially, I'm a very, very deep thinker and very, very analytical. I mean, if you haven't ever actually sat back and realized, the only way to make something better is reflection, in a sense, right? And out of the many different stages of a cycle of something that you're continuing to progress in, it's kind of like the beginning of a circle. There's not one, okay? And what I mean by that is this: when you're learning something, I'll just start it from this point. You're a new skill, okay? That let's just say it's a new joke, for example, okay? It starts off as an idea, and then you kind of air out that idea to see what kind of sticks, what magnetizes, what really draws attention, and what you think is interesting, and you're extracting out of that. And then you try to formulate into like a word, paragraph, sentence structure. So you're basically communicating as effectively as possible. Then you do what I call, which is pressure testing, which is seeing what works. You know what I mean? Trying it out, testing it, just like in the what's it called, the whole scientific process and whatnot, right? And testing things out. And then comes the reflection part, which is what did work, what didn't work, making it better, making tweaks, and then continuing to build off it, on and on. That whole cycle in jiu-jitsu, that whole cycle in my comedy, it's who I am. I love it, and I'm so happy because I'm riding off the wave of multiple hours of it yesterday, and I'm transitioning into a wave now of doing the other part, which is jiu-jitsu. So I'm just so happy, and I'm so motivated, and I'm thankful, and just, I'm on top of it right now. And it only gets better, because the next part after all of this, again, just keeping it simple and relating it to comedy, is taking these ideas out and trying them and just seeing what connects and stuff. Because like a lot of things, again, sticking with comedy, for example, if you would hear me say an initial premise of an idea when I first start working on it, you might be like, and it's not really working that well. That's because it's unedited. All right, imagine rating something that you might be reading, for example, without it being edited, a first draft, so to speak, right? That's kind of what it is like in comedy. You might hear something at the very early stages of a joke and say, hey, this guy's not funny at all. And a month later, I say the exact material over again, or whatever, guy, gal, whatever, and you could say that's the funniest thing I ever heard. It's the exact material. But I look at a lot of things as though it's like an ice sculpture, okay? And first you gotta chip out the main blocks, and then you start to work on the details, and then you refine those details, and then you smooth it out, you know? And then you get another block of ice and do it all again. That's the artist. So anyway, with that being mentioned, I hope everybody has a beautiful day. Just giving you a quick heads up. I'd like to try to, like I said, keep these videos relatively short, and just have you get to know me as a comedian off stage. When I'm on stage, you know how I think, decisions that I make, not necessarily decisions how I make, but like how I think, my personality type, and how I kind of like essentially draw to some conclusions. So anyway, with that being mentioned, I hope everybody has a beautiful day. I love you so much. I'm Benja Welldone. Check me out. Peace. Have a beautiful day. Peace.